this perhaps is the highest energy event that I've been involved in. We now do 10 of these around the world every year. And they're country specific, and so this one has become a real annual key event for us. And so it's amazing to see the energy levels so high, which I think is a sign that the market is continuing to improve. It's not yet a brilliant market because still the margins are tight, but the activity is definitely up. So we've been delighted today to have amazing presence from a lot of great speakers and of course huge active participation from ADNOC.
Networking is very important. Understanding our supply chain is very important. And figuring out the important elements within the supply chain is also important. So all of that is much easier with such events. I've seen interesting technologies brought to the UAE, so I would thank EIC for doing that. We're still interested in opting new technologies into our business.
I'm absolutely delighted both with the turnout that we've had, the range of speakers, but most importantly the level of engagement. I have just been walking around constantly today, as have a number of the delegates here, networking with different people. The amount of delegates that have come up saying what they've got out of today's event, speaking to different people they've been trying to get a hold of for weeks on end, and also just the topics of conversation that we're having either in the breakout rooms, the one-to-ones, through the exhibitors here themselves, or from the renewable session that I've just exited from myself. So overall, just delighted with the day.
I think the oil and gas industry, absolutely right, is a long-term business. I mean, so for Shell, we're celebrating 80 years in the UAE this year. And it's really not about just a single project or a single investment. This is really a long-term commitment. And therefore, whilst oil prices do go up and down, so long as when you enter into the project, it's a project that's actually robust and has got the resilience to mitigate or navigate across these shockwaves of oil price oscillations, then the investments will continue to be coming in.
I just encourage more of this type of event. I encourage more of a dialogue of what is the requirement of the industry, how best we can support each other in terms of suppliers all the way to the consumers. And all the best.
EIC Connect's a great opportunity for BBG to expose itself to a greater part of the UK. Normally most of the visitors that we have are from the local, your local community, from the UAE. But today at EIC Connect we get exposure to people from the United Kingdom, visitors from outside of the country, many of whom are unaware of the fact that there is a British business group in Abu Dhabi. So this gives us opportunity to tell them what we do, which is help connect them to local businesses here.
We get a very, very consistent message from all of the very senior people we meet within these organisations, and they genuinely want to see more UK firms involved in the supply chain to their national oil companies. And I think there's a huge opportunity for UK to take advantage of the incredible goodwill there is in this region towards the UK. And our job as the UK government is to work with organisations like EIC so that we can work with them to help disseminate that message amongst the membership and help position the membership with the decision makers ultimately of the oil companies of this region.
On behalf of everybody at EIC, I would just like to say thank you so much for coming to EIC Connect 2019 and hugely look forward to seeing you next year at EIC Connect. We will be back here again in 2020.